control the black, but I'm looking like a ghost. So my entire sleep schedule has just been thrown off a little bit. Friday night we went out to eat with my mom and my stepdad, and we stayed up like kind of late. Saturday we had a full day. Garrett woke up super early to go to our college homecoming to set up the tailgate and everything for the alum for his fraternity, and then I had to teach classes. Then I came back to our town to hang out with my mom and my aunt, and then we hosted them at our house with like supper and things. My little sister did not get to my house until super early in the morning. That threw off my sleep schedule. The house was packed. It was crazy. We had so much going on, and I definitely feel like my body is recouping and trying to just like recalibrate after the craziness. And I'm also preparing for the holidays and just like getting in the mindset of like not being home and having things to do. So it's been a lot. It's been busy. It's been crazy. And you know what? I'm here for it, but you know, it doesn't make my under eye bags look any better. So not only do I look tired, my skin is feeling a little dry. I have been out of my ordinary bee oil for a couple weeks and have not had the time to like actually stop by and pick some more up. I will say it is healing a little bit. I had a couple like just angry pimples on the side of my cheeks, which is not very fun, not very cool, but I will say I got this package from Good Molecules, and I have not tried this brand yet, so I'm gonna see if it is equivalent to my Ordinary, because I absolutely love so many products from Ordinary. Okay, let's see what we got. So cute. Okay, look how bright and cute this is. After 10 years working in beauty, there's a funny thing I noticed about skincare. Regardless of how much you spend, results are usually the same. I didn't notice a difference in my skin. The truth is most brands spend more on the jar than the formula inside, and we wonder why their products don't work. That's the reason we started Good Molecules, to create products that make a difference in your skin, products filled with ingredients backed by science at a price you can feel good about too. We publish a nothing to hide ingredients list, oh I love that, on the side of each box so you know exactly how much of each we use. I'm excited for you to try Good Molecules and see a difference in your skin. Tag us when you do, hashtag Good Molecules. Okay, how cool. This is so vibrant, so cute. I love the colors. So we're gonna open this up, and it looks like we got niacinamide, which I have used. Okay, this is a big guy. Okay, the first product we have is niacinamide, which I love niacinamide. It is just so brightening. I currently have the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. It is just about empty. Don't look at the top, it's so dirty, but I've used this for the last couple of years and do like it. So I'm curious to see how this stacks up against it. And this is a toner, so it's a brightening toner, which I do love a brightening product. I was just talking about how dull my skin is. I know this niacinamide is going to fix that right up. The next one is a sheer mineral sunscreen. I just ran out of my tinted sunscreen, so I'm excited to try a new one. Then we have a niacinamide serum, which is more similar, I'm gonna say, to the Ordinary serum I have. I am in love with the packaging. It is just like so bright and cute. And then we have a lightweight daily moisturizer with shea butter, avocado seed oil, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. I love hyaluronic acid, so I'm excited to see how this daily moisturizer will work. And we just got out of the shower, so that's perfect. Okay, and then at the bottom of the package, it says, see a difference in your skin, add Good Molecules to your routine in the order below. So we're gonna cleanse, which I did in the shower. We're gonna tone, we're gonna treat with the serum, we're gonna moisturize, and then use SPF. Okay, seriously, that was the cutest little package. We might as well start on it since we have a clean canvas and she's looking kind of rough. We're gonna start with the niacinamide brightening toner. I have these reusable little towels that I do. So we're gonna pop some on there. Okay, that toner was really nice, no burning, which I absolutely love. Now we're gonna go in with the niacinamide serum. Just gonna rub this. Now a little bit of moisturizer. The next one is a sheer mineral sunscreen, SPF 30. I just ran out of my tinted sunscreen, so I'm excited to try a new one. They say you're supposed to use like a tablespoon of sunscreen, but I just cannot get myself to do that. Okay, I have all 4 products applied. I will say they do not smell. Like, there has been a couple of products that I've tried before, like different brands, that kind of have like a weird smell to them, and not a single one of these had like any sort of scent, which my skin is pretty sensitive, so I appreciate that, right? The packaging on this is also super, super cute. I love that they provide how to layer it, because there are so many brands where I'm like, I don't know where to use this product in my skincare routine. And then on the side it also has the entirety of the ingredients list, which I love, just transparency, because I want to know what's on my skin. So we're gonna try this out for the day, see how it feels. I will comb out my eyebrows and maybe put a little mascara on, maybe not. I do feel like my skin looks better though. Like, I feel like my skin already looks better with the products I applied. Maybe it's just some hydration, I don't know, but I am feeling it. And thank you so much to Good Molecules for sending me the package. I am so excited to see how these work for my skin, and already like green light, like they feel so good. My hair is just about air dried, so I'm gonna blast it with the hair dryer, and then we need to go form our sourdough that we started this morning. My Dutch oven has been preheating at 400 degrees for the last hour, and I have completed all of my stretch and folds of my beautiful sourdough. So now we are going to cut it in half, divide it out in 2 different doughs. Look at that, so beautiful. We are heading off the counter, which is so horrible, but so I'm gonna wet a knife and then just cut it in half. That way we have 2 loaves, and then I just kind of eyeball it. That way we have 2 loaves. I'm gonna wet my hands to be able to move it around. So we'll place the first dough, stretching it out. And this dough is heading off the table. So we're gonna just move that around. This one out of the way. Perfect. Okay, so pulling this one out, stretching it like so. And then you fold it upon itself. So the last little, I might have let this overproof a little bit as I was, you know, finishing up in the shower, but we are gonna make it work. Start candy caning the shape. I definitely let this overproof, and that's what you get for trying to do more things at once. But it'll still make good bread. I've overproofed it before. So one of these is definitely not gonna get cooked for a while. So this loaf is looking way better than that loaf. So we'll let this one go back in the pan to rest, because I only have 1 Dutch oven and 1 oven. So although this kind of looks like shit, I promise you it will turn out and Garrett will eat it. So this one's going back in to rest. I'll do a stretch and fold as this one is baking, and then she will straighten right up and it will be no problem. Okay, so we'll put that one over to the side, but this one is looking great, so I'm gonna get some parchment paper. I always crunch up my parchment paper because then it forms better in my Dutch oven. And then I'm just gonna re-wet my hands. Then I'm just going to tighten this one more time before putting it on. There, I took the last one. I'm just gonna put her on, and then I am gonna cut a little bit of a line in it. Everyone makes their sourdough a different way. This is how I make mine. I don't let it rest overnight at this moment in time. Maybe one day I will mature into a better sourdough maker, but I don't have fattening and I don't use rice flour. I just make it in the day, and my loaves turn out pretty good for my standard. I'm gonna pull out my Dutch oven and then place it in there so that it can begin cooking, because it takes about an hour. gonna let this ugly one just rest a little bit so I can reform it and make it into a better looking dough ball than what it was, because it was not cute at all. Okay, don't mind how messy my desk is. I have half a sewing project over here, but I need to work on my laptop. We are getting so close to my golden gala, and there's a couple last minute things that I need to do this week. So the first one is our stickers. I decided that we needed stickers at this event, and like all good plans, I think that you need to, if there's something that like comes up, you're like, oh man, like I want to do this, like just doing it instead of like overthinking it. So I am creating some stickers that are gonna go in the little goodie bags just on Canva, like super simple, super easy. So I am going to finish the proof on these and then work on some of like the aesthetics aspect, ordering a couple more decorations. If you don't know, I host a social club, a little meetup group in Kansas City, and I host about like 3 to 4 events every single month. And in the second week of November, I am having my first anniversary to celebrate 365 days of hosting these meetups. So it's really exciting. I have 50 gals coming, and it's just a celebration. It's a birthday party. It's gonna be really fun. So I need to catch up on a couple emails with that as well. And I just realized that after looking at my skin in the mirror and noticing how pale I was, I need to schedule my my self tan, my little tan tanning gal in Kansas City. She has Glow KC, and I have just decided for the next 3 months I am going to need to do the membership, because I was thinking, all right, so I have my gala, and then 2 weeks after that I am going to Austin, Texas for my sister-in-law's bachelorette. I want to be tan for that. And then we have Thanksgiving, which is like not that big of a deal at all. Going into December, we are going to have her wedding, and I would like to be glowing for her wedding. It's the week of Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. Beginning of December, we're taking our photos for our Christmas card. I would like to be glowing for that. And then come January, I have some possible plans to go on a little trip with my family. So I'm not gonna jinx it, not saying anything, but I would love to be tan for that as well. And with Glow KC, like you pay $25, but throughout the month of your membership, all that your tans are half off, and she just does like a lovely job. So I'm like, ooh, gotta book her. She's also one of the sponsors for my gala, and I would like to be tan for the gala. So I am booking her. It's on the to-do list. I actually have a massive to-do list. It's insane. Speaking of, I need to order champagne for the event. That is one thing that we do not have yet, is the champagne. I booked a gal who is going to be like serving the champagne and has like the liquor license. Just how it works is I provide the liquor, so I'm going to be picking that up. I also need to be sending out an email for our VIP group, so we're having like a little meal beforehand. It's really exciting. So I'm gonna send details for that, and then what else? That about covers it. So I'm gonna spend a couple hours on my computer, just making sure everything is coming together. I did set my alarm on my phone for an hour, which will be great. Well, I'm sorry, not an hour. I was like, why do I only have 13 more minutes left? I set it for 20 minutes because that's when I take the lid off my sourdough for the top to like toast up and crisp up afterwards. And then it'll finish baking for like the rest of the time, the 40 minutes. I cook sourdough about once a week, and we have 2 loaves. I try to freeze a loaf, or I gift a loaf to a friend, and it works for me, right? Like, it's easy, it's a hobby, it's something fun, and plus I'm feeding this sourdough like every single day, which I did think that I almost killed it like a couple weeks ago because she did not look good. Anyways, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on my computer a bit. Okay, do a little check. It is looking so good, but we're gonna let it go for maybe another 5 minutes to really crisp up. Okay, we're gonna do a stretch and fold on our ugly dough. It is looking better after its rest, so I'm just gonna pull this apart, give it a little fold. Okay, it is steamed up a little bit. It is looking so good. Let's pull it out. Seriously, immaculate. Look at that loaf. So I reuse the parchment paper. I just like push it off, and then I'll use this for our other piece of dough. I try not to let the pan cool off too much before sticking it back in there. So I'm gonna do a quick little stretch and fold. See, I told you it would shape up so good. And place it back in. And then putting it back in the oven. This is how I get 2 loaves done in a, you know, little hour. So here is our first loaf that we cooked. Once it cools down, I'll pop it in the freezer actually, because we still have a loaf of bread here and don't necessarily need this one, but it was time to replenish our freezer stash. So this one and then the one in the oven will both go in the freezer. I hate that it gets dark so early now, but look how beautiful the sunset is. It literally is immaculate. You know how earlier I said, oh, like I'll probably get done working after a couple hours and be able to do something fun. That did not happen. I spent the entire day inside. So I was trying to come outside for a last, you know, little moments of daylight, but the sun, it's quickly going down. The wind is blowing. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, but I feel like I've just been breathing indoor air and I needed to come outside. I needed to, you know, just like look at the trees, look at the grass. I meant to go on a walk during the lunch hour, but I did not get a chance to, and that makes me really sad because we are not gonna get too many like perfect autumn days before winter rolls around. Like we only have a month before it gets super chilly, so I'm trying to soak up all of the days, trying to be so good at just like getting outside when I can, because I know when the weather turns cold, it turns cold, and it is not fun at all. Garrett is inside cooking. Tonight we are having smoked salmon and scalloped potatoes, and I think I'm gonna pull like a frozen vegetable out of the freezer, maybe some broccoli or Brussels sprouts, and then we'll saute them. My bread did turn out good. The second loaf is like definitely not very pretty, very aerated because I let it overproof like extra in comparison to the other one, but they'll eat just fine. We'll put them in the freezer and have them for another day. But really and truly, I am just trying to be present in the evening hours. I think it's so important to have like a morning and an evening routine. That way you can differentiate between like, oh, this is the time that I worked and did all of those things, and then these are the hours where I have the free time, where I read a book or I sew or I do a project that like fills me up and makes me happy and isn't on my cell phone or isn't on my computer, because there's so many times where I will do that. And since we are so close to the gala, there's like miscellaneous things that I could be working on or I could be doing and making better, and I just like honestly have to ground myself sometimes and think, all right, like let's go outside, let's do anything other than you know, working, because I love to work. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening. It's like kind of warm out. Like I'm gonna say like 70, high 70s, low 80s, because it's gonna thunderstorm tonight, which means I will sleep good, and I'm really excited for that. And I think after we have supper, we will watch the second Harry Potter movie, because we're kind of on that grind of having the movie marathons, on staying inside and not, you know, being outside as much, which literally makes me so sad. And we're also about to go into daylight savings time, or maybe we're in daylight savings, I don't know. We're about to fall back an hour. And let me tell you, when I was on Amazon today, I was looking up light, like red light therapy, trying to, you know, get a panel in my room. So when I do my morning yoga, I have like some red light shining in my face, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, I'm not sure what my, you know, rest of my week plans look like. I definitely need to pull up my to-do list and write a few more things down. Just find that clarity in my mind. Like, okay, we've written it down. We know what we're supposed to be doing. And I definitely crossed off like so many things on my list today. So that makes me feel like prepared for tomorrow. October 31st, and that means it's Halloween, which it's like the only day I can wear this cute little shirt. I actually thrifted it. I'm so proud of it. It has like this little double collar on it, but it's a t-shirt because here in mid-Missouri, it can be warm. Like the sun is shining, it's pretty nice outside, and I don't really want to have like long sleeves or a sweatshirt on. So I love that this is like a festive little October t-shirt. I grew up in Northeast Iowa though, so every single Halloween, it does not matter what my costume was, I had to have long sleeves, long pants, long socks, snow boots sometimes, like underneath my costume. So it always feels so nice to just like be wearing a little t-shirt. Later this evening, I will be hanging out with a couple of my friends. We're watching a spooky movie. No, I'm just kidding. I think we're gonna watch Hocus Pocus, totally chill, but I'll probably throw like a little jacket on top because it will probably cool down. But it's like the only day I can wear this cute little t-shirt, and it's the last day that I'm able to have this spooky little Halloween tree out, which I also thrifted this. It has like the cutest little thing, a skull, a bat. This little skeleton has a little black kitty, a haunted mansion, another cat. We have this little jack-o'-lantern, spiders, a tombstone. I love this tree. It is so cute and just really festive. I never had like a bunch of Halloween decor growing up. I prefer a fall decoration than like a spooky decoration, but when I saw that tree, I was like, oh, it's cute enough. So it's the last day I'll have it out, and I'm looking around. Everything else is just like fall themed, right? Like I got a pumpkin, I have some candles, but that's the only like skeleton spooky stuff that I have. And speaking of spooky, we are going to be making some ghosty brownies for tonight's little gathering. It's chill, right? Like we're just watching a movie, but I always feel bad going to any of my friends' house without bringing something. So we're gonna make brownies, and then I picked up some marshmallows to try. No, they're not spooky ghosts, they're mummies. I totally messed that up. Anyways, they're gonna be mummies because I'm taking the marshmallow fluff and like stretching it out so it looks like a mummy. But I don't know why I was thinking ghosts. Maybe because I saw like a ghost cookie on Instagram today. I don't know. Anyways, we're making mummy brownies, and I'm really excited to try it out. The thing about brownies I love is they are so easy to make from scratch. So we're taking some Girdelli cocoa, and then honestly it'd be like flour, sugar, all the regular things. And then I use olive oil in my brownies because we don't have vegetable oil, but it's actually not that hard to make if I can remember all the things. Salt. Does it have baking powder in it or baking soda? I think I need to go try and find my recipe from my little book, because when Garrett and I first moved into this house, he wanted brownies, and I tried probably like 10 or 15 different recipes. Finally nailed it. It took me so long because some of the brownies would be like too cake-like, and sometimes they would be a brick, but we found like a really chewy, nice recipe, and it doesn't take that many ingredients. So I'm gonna try and find it in my little binder. Hopefully it's in here. If not, I'm gonna be so sad. We have peach jam, banana bread, turkey gravy, carrot cake, applesauce, partial blackberry jam recipe. We have my pie crust. We have caramel. Let's see if it's over here. me check this book. Okay, I found it. 1 cup of flour, 1.5 cups of cocoa, a teaspoon of salt, 4 eggs, 2.5 cups of sugar, half a cup of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and half a cup of chocolate chips. This is a double recipe, so it makes a lot. Okay, first things first, we're adding 4 eggs. And then we're gonna beat this on medium for about a minute. Now I'm gonna add the 2.5 cups of sugar. Then I'm gonna add the dry, 1 little bit at a time to this. It's only a little incorporated, so now I'm just gonna take my spatula and give it a little bit more of a mix. Okay, last thing to add is some chocolate chips. I'm just gonna open this up and put some in. And then I have chocolate chips, and I'm just gonna barely put these in too. She is looking so beautiful. Now I'm taking my pan and I'm gonna line it with parchment paper. Parchment paper is my best friend. I'm just gonna press it out onto my pan. So the brownies should take about 20 to 30 minutes. And while I'm waiting, I'm gonna be working on my laptop. What's new? This is like the boring part, you know, like I spend so much time on my laptop. It's insane. And I will say I got a new laptop, so it makes it easier, but I'm always just like typing away and developing that little hunchback on my neck, right? So I try to like stand tall and things, but a girl be slouching sometimes. What's really been getting me in a pickle is my MailChimp. I've been trying to send an email to all the girls who are attending the Golden Gala, but since I have my website on Wix, it doesn't really work that nice with MailChimp. And if I try to send a direct email to my attendants, they would have had to click like opt in to the email list, but Wix doesn't have an email list. It's my MailChimp that has the email list, and they say that they work together, but they really don't work together. So I'm just going to be trial and erroring between this. I tried to do an automation where it would send, but it's looking like I needed to set the automation before they purchased the tickets, because I already had one automation that was like, all right, you purchased tickets, congratulations, here's all the details. I want to send like a reminder email, hey, we're 10 days away from the event, here's additional details, reminders, all the things, and it's not working that way. And it's making me so mad. Like, I just want to make sure the gals can get there, okay? I want to make sure that they feel educated, informed, they know where to park, and it's like one headache after another. And I wish there was an easier way. I've already spent so much time on this, just like trying to get it to work, and I've tried to use my critical thinking in trying like different ways that it could possibly work, and none of those ways have worked. And so now like my last resort is trying to label the individual, like, because all the people who bought tickets to my event already subscribed to my email, but I'm having troubles dividing out the mass group of people into the gala attendees. So it's just, it's whatever, but I'm sure I'll be spending more than 20 minutes on this, just like trying to get it to work. I still have gotten nowhere with my stupid email. I'm so annoyed. I had to just like send out a group text to the group me, and I was like, hey guys, I cannot seem to figure this out. please re-index yourself by signing up for this email link. And you know what, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I know now what I should have done, which is create 2 automations instead of 1 automation. I did the 1 automation, didn't account for the second automation because I thought I could do it after, and that is not the case. So you know what, it's just like another day of learning MailChimp and Wix. So frustrating, but it has given our brownies plenty of time to cool. They look awesome. So here they are. Look at that. They're still just like a tad warm on the bottom, but I'm gonna take see, that's why I love parchment, because you can just take the whole thing out. Now it's gonna be able to cool down faster, and I didn't have to like pry it out of the container. I can create crisp lines for my little mummy brownies, but we're gonna need I always want to say toilet paper because I think of like toilet paper mummies, not toilet paper, but we're going to be doing the wrapping, okay, with marshmallows. So this is gonna cool on my granite countertop a little bit more, and we're gonna we're gonna take a saucepan, put some marshmallows, a little bit of butter so that we can kind of string it along. It's gonna look great. I do have one reservation about this though. Unfortunately, I was not able to find any of those like like hard case eyeballs. So they're like white with black pupils. I could not find anything anywhere. Our grocery store has switched over from Halloween to Christmas. So I have this like great value trees and snowflake little glitter icings, which we'll have to do. So we have black, so they're gonna be white. I think I have some leftover white frosting from, what did I make? Cinnamon rolls. I made cinnamon rolls this past weekend. So I can either put the cinnamon roll icing, leftover, it's just vanilla icing, on for eyeballs, or I can try and use, I guess I do have the mini marshmallows would be eyeballs. Like if I cut them in half, that might work. Okay, I'm glad that I thought this through because I would not have saved some, but I think that'll work. So let's create the little goopy mess that will be our mummy casings, if you will. Okay, I'm quickly running out of room on my cutting board, so I grabbed this little plastic platter. I think that I got from like a bagel catering or something. I can't remember, but I'm just going to move the brownies on here now. These are kind of big mummies, but I feel like if I cut them smaller, it won't be worth it. I did place little eyes. I just cut the unmelted marshmallow half and half, put it on its face, and then maybe we can get some stringiness going. Like, if I had some gloves to actually like touch it. It is gonna be kind of hot though, so I don't want to burn my fingers. Oh yeah, that's working way better. I added on the eyes with the gel icing and it didn't turn out too bad. I will say doing the second trial with the marshmallows turned out way better than my first one. And now I just have to figure out how I'm gonna transport them because the tops of them are super, super sticky. But look at these little mummy guys. They look so cute. Okay, I have everything packed up. I did have to put my little mummy pumpkin bars, my banana, oh my gosh. I had to put my brownies, my little mummy brownies. Oh gosh, I just saw someone's eye fell off. Oh well. Shoot, anyways, I had to put them in the clear casserole pan, so that's a little annoying, but I brought the black pan to like display them, make them look cute. I just filled up my pickup and I'm a little nervous to be driving on Halloween, but literally the roads are completely open. There's only like a couple people, but I went to go fuel my vehicle at the gas station, and I'm just thinking positive thoughts only, because as I like went to go put the fuel pump in my gas can, it was on. So it's a great thing that I'm impatient, because I always like stick it in before like pressing the which like fuel I want. So as I'm like sticking it in and trying to answer all the freaking questions that the stupid pump asks, like, oh, do you want a car wash? Do you want a receipt? Save 10% off by getting our fuel card, or like all of the things that they ask you. I'm always like so quick to just try and put it in my fuel tank as quick as possible. And it's a good thing I did that, because when I went to like go click it on, it was already on. So if I had it in my hands while it was like ready to pump, it would have gotten all over me. Like, that truly is evil. Like, someone to leave it on, they probably like prepaid for their fuel, so like put $50, $20, whatever, and left it hooked up. Like, that is so annoying, but I digress. I'm safe. I got no fuel on me, and I put it away properly, which is the nice thing to do. But we are on our way to my friend's house. It's not too far of a drive, only 8 minutes late, which is not bad, because when someone says it starts at 7, like, does it actually start at 7? No, nobody wants someone to come there right at 7 o'clock. They would rather have like a couple moments, a couple beats to get all their stuff together, and so that's what I'm giving. I'm being a gracious guest. Although it doesn't seem like I did much, I was kind of busy. I didn't even get to listen to my daily toast, so I am going to be listening to, you know what, I can't even watch it because it's their Halloween special and I'm gonna miss their costumes, so I'm gonna have to wait to watch that tomorrow when I'm not driving, because I was like, oh, I just listened to the toast, but I can't because I want to see their costumes. So that does not leave me very much. Maybe I'll just put on my audiobook, whatever. So we're off to my friend's house. What are you?
I'm a mouse, duh.
You are not a mouse. You're a leopard. What are you? Spooky skeleton. Skeleton, I love it. I love, love, love. We have a cute little pumpkin. And some spooky ghosts. Hocus pocus magic.
So, yeah, did hit 4. I don't know why they're, that's 4. Over here.
So
oh, I also have this massive bag of gum. And please get rid of it. That's a lot. But I have 4 Christmas tubs. Every time I see Christmas shit, yeah. Every time I see Christmas stuff, I just get it.